What is up, guys? KP MOTO here, and today I'm doing a school video, so I figured might as well make it into a YouTube video on how to shift a manual transmission car. I've got my Mazda 3 here. It's a 5-speed manual. You can see 5-speed. Get a better look at it. So first of all, let's get buckled up, and I'll show you how to start a manual car. So here's neutral in the middle. You have first, second, third, fourth, and fifth with a 5-speed, and the reverse is bottom right. So it's like you push in the clutch, you got the gas, brake, clutch. Push in the clutch with your left foot, and you can move it and feel all the gears, and reverse. Pretty simple. Some cars you have to put it in first to get it into reverse. Like, see, if I go through all the gears and I put it in fifth and then I try to go straight to reverse, it doesn't always want to go, so I have to go first then to reverse. It's common with a lot of cars. Here's the e-brake. An important thing for manual cars, you have to have this pulled up when you're in neutral, because you can, I don't know if you can see or not, but I just roll a little bit. You pull this up, it locks the back brakes, you don't roll. Simple. Because you keep it in neutral unless you don't have an e-brake. So you don't have an e-brake, doesn't work, you can put it in first gear or whatever gear you like, and it won't roll then either. Alright, so pull e-brake, make sure it's in neutral by pushing it left and right like that. You'll be able to tell, because when you're in a gear you only have a little bit of play. It's actually a lot for what it should be, but you'll be able to tell. So neutral, e-brake, press the clutch in all the way, turn the key. Simple. E-brake down, let's put it in first gear. And I'm just gonna drive quick and get to a better spot, but I want to show you how to go through all the gears first. Alright guys, I switched up the angle here. It was wide and I didn't really like the look of it. You could see everything and I just want to be focusing on here and here. So let's get to it, I guess. So you got your car running in neutral, foot on the brake, e-brake down, push the clutch all the way in, first gear. And it really depends on the clutch. You have to figure out where your clutch engages at. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold your brake and you're going to slowly release the clutch until you feel where it starts to grab. You can see the RPMs dropping because the motor's hesitating there, and that's when you know you're going to have to let up on the clutch, and that's where it's going to start actually moving, and that's where you're going to need to give a little gas. Depending on the car, some cars you do not even need to give it gas, but I'm just going to show you for example. This car has really easy clutch, so you don't have to give it gas, but my Mazda Speed 6 has a stage 2 clutch. In that case I do have to rev it up a little bit to get it going. So just starting out here, get that sweet spot, and then slowly start giving it gas as you're letting out on the pedal, like that, and before you know it, you're rolling. So let's try that again. I'll show you what not to do here. I'll show you a lot of mistake people make if they just go. Actually, let's see. It's hard to stall this car. You literally would have to just go like that. Good example of stalling your car right there is you just let out on the clutch pedal too fast, too aggressively, instead of just easing out like so. So what you want to do is, as you're letting out on the clutch, when you get to your point where you're going to be actually engaging the clutch, start barely give it gas. You don't have to rev it way up. I'll show you what it sounds like if you do that. Some clutches do need to do this, but some don't. That's a good example of slipping the clutch, which isn't a good habit you want to get into because it just wears out your clutch over time. Alright, so we're back in first gear now. I'll just get us a rolling point of view in first gear. Let off the gas. I normally shift around 3 grand for good gas mileage, so let off gas, push in clutch, second gear, let the clutch out, give it gas. Put that all together slower. I'll do it the next gear. Clutch in, shift in the third, smoothly let clutch out, gas. Then you can get, alright, so I'll give a quick shift. So you can barely even tell that I'm even shifting. Very smooth. We'll try that one more time. I'll just go through all the gears now that you guys got the concept, and I'll teach you some tricks. So now you want to know how to downshift. So let's say you're rolling in third gear. You want to put her down to second. What you can do is push in, clutch. Make sure you're at a decently low. Okay, so I'll go back in third gear. I'm lugging it right now about 1700 RPMs or so. Push in clutch, put it in second, and you slowly let it out. Same concept. You can go another gear down, slow down quite a bit, like that. Slow down like this. You can actually be braking as you're downshifting, just like so. Now I'm going to show you guys how to rev match downshift. This is like my favorite thing, one of my favorite things about manual cars, because if you have an exhaust, it makes it sound so good. It's a lot better for the engines. It doesn't sound the greatest in this car, nothing special about it, just a little 4-cylinder, but I'll do it once I drive past this biker. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to be in fourth gear, push the clutch in, give it a little bit of gas as you're letting it out. Right as you're getting to the top of your letting it out, you're going to give it a little gas. And that's just going to bump the RPMs up for the downshift so it sounds smoother. Tap the gas a little bit, like so. I'll do it again. Third gear, tap the gas, smooth as butter. Another smooth thing you can do, instead of downshifting through all the gears, when you're in fifth gear, push the clutch in, put it in neutral, come to your stop, then put it in first. Much easier. Alright, gas and go.
Pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vests on my shoes. I pop a pill and I lose. Wait, speed it up. Look at the diamonds they eat.